Some of the newest Middle Eastern fragrances of 2025. Let's talk about it. What's going on, guys? My name is Nude. Welcome back to AROMATIX. Today we're going to be talking about some of the newest Creed inspos and some from Khadlaj as well. So let's go ahead and get started by hitting that subscribe button. Of course. Like, what are you doing, bro? You're watching, or sis? You're watching? You're not? Okay, let's go ahead. So this in itself is indication of like where riffs have come. They've come a pretty long way. The box in itself is a great idea, but I will say that like initially the cap was off and it was like on the side. Still though, presentation is really nice. The bottle in itself is a little strange, and you can do with this whatever your heart desires.
Naughty boy.
But I wouldn't do that because the cap comes off. Yeah, boy. The base of this is plastic, so you want to be careful not to like toss it around. And the what seems like the nipple of this will be on the table as well. So pretty cool. I mean, it is different, it's unique. And when you have this sitting in your collection, it's gonna stand out. It's definitely gonna stand out. So if you're one to go for standing out, then it definitely will. So the notes of this one includes osmanthus, there's saffron, but also passion fruit and a lot of tuberose. The dry down of this has some resins, musks, and vanilla as well, if I'm not mistaken. This is super sexy, and it's inspired by Creed's Queen of Silk, a fragrance that in itself is well, not really underrated because of its price tag, but it's about damn time because Queen of Silk and Carmina are so sexy. If you like fragrances that just, oh my God, man. The tuberose in this definitely gives it this grapey vibe. It doesn't go straight up into like Welch's juice. The saffron in it is a little spiced, but it's honestly just super sexy and a little bit exotic to it as well. There's a base sweetness to it, and the passion fruit does contribute more of like this fruity and slightly tropical vibe, while it doesn't go too much into just like guava and papaya territory. This is so sexy, man. It's got something creamy in it too. It's the myrrh, it's resinous, it's feminine, and it's so freaking sexy. White florals that are rich, a dense base that's vanillic, and warm and ambery. I personally give this like a 9.5. It's so sexy, okay? Simple as that. I think that this is also like anywhere from 24 and up. Like, I don't think that this is reserved. It's not like playful feminine, but like 20, let's say 23 and up. You're just trying to smell sexy as hell, this is it. I unfortunately don't have this on shoparomatics.com, which you should check out, shoparomatics.com, yet. By the time that this video drops, it could potentially grab it, and the whole motto of Shop Aromatics is only the best. This is absolutely the best, and I will do my best to grab it and put it onto the website for you ladies. It's so sexy. If you're into fragrances in that realm of like, you know, Delina, like say, for example, like it's niche and it's very bold and it's rich in its scent profile, but it also has massive appealing factors, you're gonna love this. It's called Ariba. Also, Shop Aromatics, I have a bunch of fragrances on the site as well. Reputable, they're all 100% authentic and only the best. So moving on, this is called Nude. Nude is inspired by, yeah, see, that's kind of what ends up happening. And then the cap will either be on the side or whatever, but still, it's not a deal breaker though. It still looks really nice. So this one is clearly a creamy style of DNA, or I should say the bottle indicates a creamy style of DNA, and that's exactly what it is. It's another Bianco Latte inspo, and at this point, there's quite a few of them. I will say that this is on the higher end when it comes to the way that it smells. It doesn't necessarily have anything that's like overbearing or synthetic. I have Latif as Eclair, and to me, wow, it abs up for sure. It abs up. Holy shit. Wow. This is, did you sneak attacks your ass, bro?
Oh, don't look so shocked.
Wow, it's actually pretty strong. But the one thing that I will say is about a lot of the inspos and even the original in itself, you get that heavy, like overwhelming right from the beginning. But did I just use a cough to explain it? A heavy overwhelm. It is what it is. It smells like a bunch of vanilla, some caramel, and that's pretty much it. Fluffed up cupcake. It has no resemblance to my fragrance, which is also pretty damn good. Ex Xandal. That one's more so patchouli, rum, and vanilla. This one is a lot more feminine, if you will. It's very sexy. It does stack up with some of the other inspos, and I will be doing a clone war on the Bianco Latte very soon. And let me know in the comment section if that's something you'd be interested in. But for now, it's clear cut, man. It's vanilla and a lot of vanilla. And ladies, it smells very sexy in the air. It is what it is. We just have so many now that are inspired by that DNA. Moving on into the next two fragrances, which is by Khadlaj. Forgive me, you guys, the Vanilla Dunes is upstairs in my other studio, but you can check out some of my short content where you see that I've been talking about Vanilla Dunes. And the bottle in itself has that orange gradient that goes into a similar black style translucent top. So Vanilla Dunes is inspired by Altair, and in fact, while testing, it's like top 3 right now. I'm still comparing it with some of the other fragrances, but it does smell pretty damn close. Altair in itself has like this vanilla, amber oxens, the cinnamon peppers, and this one in itself, the Vanilla Dunes, has almost identical scent profile. There's one difference that I'm still trying to determine whether it's my skin or just clothing or the scent, but it seems to have like this waxy vibe that almost goes into candle territory within about 20 minutes. So aside from that, it's one of the closest ones, and it is in fact closer than Liquid Brune. However, I've been on record saying multiple times that Liquid Brune in itself is more of a twist of Altair, and it's one that I like even over Altair. The main difference that I personally like about Altair and Liquid Brune, or Liquid Brune I should say, is that it doesn't necessarily have this green and bitter style of almost cottonmouth undertone coming from the orange flower. There's almost something that's green and bitter as it starts to dry down that Altair itself has. And staying true to the DNA, the Khadlaj Vanilla Dunes is closer, staying true to that. However, as it dries down, it does develop that waxy vibe, but even then, when comparing it to like the Latafa versions, the Arda Zaffaran version, and so many other versions, it's definitely closer. The green bitterness is enhanced even more so with the Latafa version. It just goes off on my skin completely. In regards to the performance, on skin, I got about 4 hours, 4 to 5 hours, and on clothing is where it gave me about 8 hours. Now, for the price point, I think it's a great value, and it's one of the closest ones. If it was a little bit more expensive, it'd be slightly harder case, but even then, I mean, it's still one of, if not top 3 when it comes to the Altair clones. I think that Vanilla Dunes smells great. It's a great bang for buck. I don't think that if you like vanilla, you dislike it. It's got that signature Altair DNA, and how it stacks up, it's going to be featured very soon in that Clone War. Regardless of how it stacks up though, in itself, how it is really good. The performance for it is slightly above average, but you have to make sure that you're spraying it on clothing. Otherwise, it's that 4 to 5 hours on skin. And the only other difference, like I said, is that it develops this waxy vibe that Altair in itself doesn't have. Close? Yes. One of the closest? Yes. The actual closest? You're just gonna have to stay tuned for that Clone War. Next, and last but not least, is gonna be Intoxicate Blue Elixir by Lafite. This was such a pleasant surprise. First off, it smells inspired by Le Male Elixir. And unfortunately, this is one that did not make it to the Clone War because, I mean, dude, look at it. It looks like Killian's Blue Moon. That's what I thought it would be, like Ginger Dash. And it has Blue Elixir. But it ended up being Le Male Elixir. It smells really damn good. And honestly, the lavender and the honey in this smells more naturalistic. It doesn't necessarily have that same musky and woody style of tonka bean. I mean, the tonka bean is still here, but it doesn't give me the same quality that you'll find with the JPG. All in all though, the quality of this is incredible for the price. I was not expecting it because I initially didn't like the original Intoxicate, but this is next level when it comes to it. So are you gonna get the tonka bean? Yes, you're still gonna get it, but it does seem like a more naturalistic lavender and a less musky woody tonka bean than you'll get in that Le Male Elixir. It still has it, like I said, but Le Male Elixir and JPGs are known for a very distinct style of signature that's very specific to their tonka bean. There, yes. The same, no. Lavender in this one and honey amped up more and smells more naturalistic. So bonus points for this one. Also, projection for this for the first 2 hours was awesome. My friend really enjoyed this one. He doesn't even like Le Male Elixir, but he said that this is one of the best inspirations he's put his nose to. So for whatever it's worth, it's really good. If you haven't bought a Le Male Elixir DNA, this is another good one. Yes, I made a Clone War. Unfortunately, I didn't feature this one in it because I personally think that it would be like top 3, man, because of the quality of this one. So there you have it, ladies and gentlemen. Let me know down in the comment section if you picked up any one of these already. This Queen of Silk is so damn good, and I'm really, really impressed with the Intoxicate Lafite. While you're down there, make sure to leave a like, hit that subscribe button, and I'll see you in the next one. Peace.